So hi all. So in this class we can go with the operations in the SQL so that we will be familiar with the operations, some of the key of the operations in the SQL. So let's jump on to the what are the different operations we have in the SQL. So such as some of the operations like and, or, where, in, not in, between, exist and null. So let's check one by one in our SQL tutorial, favorite tutorial called SQL tutorial. So let's jump on to the website. I'm on the page of the sqltutorial.org. So in this page, we are going to be check out what are the different filtering data or operations we are going to be coming across. So one very important class, or we can say one important very filtering the data, which is a where class. So let's try to understand how does the where class is going to help us understand. If suppose you have a data set, suppose you have a data set which consists of large number of the values, around 10 million values, 10 million records. So you want to retrieve only customer ID is equal to 143. So at the time you have searched this customer ID, it will be easy to get the records in milliseconds. Easy to get the records in milliseconds. If suppose I need to get the data consist of a 10 records, at the time it may takes couple of the minutes to retrieve the data, and also it's going to be executing the load amount of the data per SQL, MySQL. So retrieving the data is straightforward, but it will take some of the time to retrieve and extract the data if you are using any kind of metadata kind of the thing in the SQL. So for that we have to retrieve or we have to filter it out or doing some of the operations, maybe operations, so that it will eventually get rid by the computation efficiency whatever we are using in the SQL side, it will be somehow reduced, it will somehow reduce. So filters, one of the best filter in the MySQL, overall the MySQL is where class. Where class. Suppose I will write a query Kyle by using the where class, select star from table name, select start from table where customer ID is equal to XYZ. So if I write like this, the where class is going to be very helpful at the time. It is only fetching the details of the customer ID, those who have XYZ value. So at the time I will fetch the details with corresponding some of the filters in the data table. I will extract this data table as much I needed. I want to retrieve this data. Similarly, where class we can also use to get rid from some of the different features. We can also see in these notebooks. Yeah, let's go and see how does the where class and syntax is going to be helpful in the SQL side. So this is very basic syntax. I can say select column 1, column 2 from the table name where you have to give the specified condition. So currently we just now given the specified condition with respect to customer ID, right, in this case. So I have given a condition. This is nothing but a condition. So I'm retrieving all the columns by using my asterisk symbol. All the columns. All the columns. So what will happen if you retrieve all the columns by using some conditions? It will be helpful only retrieving that information corresponding to the condition information. So you can also observe the different operators we had in this different operators we had in this is equals to, which basically going to be tells us the equals to, and not equal to we can specify by using this symbol greater than the less than symbol, and also the exclamation mark with the equals, and the less than we can directly use the less than from our keyboard. Greater than also is the same, less than or is equal to, and the greater than or equal to. These are very common operators we are going to be used whenever you want to retrieve the data information by using the where class. Suppose I need to use any operator like select star from table where amount amount is greater than 10 10,000. So whoever having the amount is greater than 10,000, I will retrieve all the information corresponding to that. So at the time you maybe use the operator such as greater than or less than or is equal to or not is equal to, so that it will be very helpful at the time you utilize this. Some of the operators you're going to be helpful. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Minimum salary is maximum salary, like that. And also the date and formats is very important in the SQL. You want to be stick to with some of the date point format so that you will be eventually helpful that it will be in the specific format to address your values by using your weight class. So let's take this example. The employees data set we had employee ID, first name, last name, email ID, and also the phone number, higher date, some information that's out of the dependent side. So SQL weight class is going to be very helpful. Numerical comparison operators. So let's also go with this kind of the syntax. How does this going to be very helpful? Select employee ID. I'm just selecting the employee ID, first name and the last name and the salary, along with the employees from the employees table, where the salary is greater than